So this is a follow-up video to the one that I made called What's Happening to Christine Pavlina Part 6. And I will include links to the entire series of What's Happening to Christine Pavlina Parts 1 through 6 in the description box below this one for your viewing pleasure, in case you want to catch up on the backstory of my ridiculous life. In What's Happening to Christine Pavlina Part 6, I was talking about how I was currently staying in Los Angeles and doing sessions from my parents' house when it was coming time for me to get on a plane and fly back to Maui. And I didn't really know how that was going to happen. I mean, I booked the flight with points, so that was taken care of, but I didn't know how that was going to happen because I didn't have any money in my bank account to actually go back to Hawaii. Hawaii is a very expensive place to live, so they wanted me to fly back to Maui and leave Los Angeles. They wanted me to go pick up Toonces from boarding, and it costs $900 to go pick up Toonces from boarding because I have to pay them, right? He's been boarded for the last month, and I don't have the $900 to pick up Toonces. And lastly, they wanted me to check into the hotel that I was in before, where I am now. And, you know, the rate kind of fluctuates, but the rate that I got for this reservation is $374 per night. So the total reservation for staying here for a month was $10,850. So I didn't really know how I was going to come up with that money because currently in my business account I have $182 and in my personal account I have $3.24. So I had no idea once I got to Maui how I was going to check into the hotel because I don't have a credit card to put down. All my credit cards are charged up to their limits and I'm $84,000 in debt when I add up all of my credit cards. I have no deposit to put down to check into the hotel. So what the Divine was asking me to do just didn't seem feasible. It didn't really make any sense. So I was kind of sitting there like scratching my head thinking, well, I'm being divinely guided to do this, but I don't have the money to actually do it. Like, I don't even know how I'm going to check into this hotel or how I'm going to get, Toonces back. So I kind of started freaking out because in my last video that I uploaded last Tuesday, I was saying, unless an act of God occurs, I'm not going to be able to take this trip. Well, nothing happened. So Friday night, the evening before I was supposed to get on the plane, I kind of started freaking out. And I was just like, all right, I don't think I can do this. I need to find like a cheaper Airbnb. I need to go stay somewhere else. I think I should stay in LA. I don't think I should get on this plane. And I just started freaking out because what I really wanted to do was just stay at my parents' house and do sessions from there, right? It's more financially responsible, I would say, considering, my current situation. And the other side came through and they started singing Meet Me Halfway by the Black Eyed Peas, where that song goes, meet me halfway, right at the borderline is where I'm gonna wait for you. So essentially what the Divine was asking me to do was take these leaps of faith. Getting on the plane is a leap of faith. Getting Toonces is a leap of faith because that's added responsibility and pressure on me to, provide a nice home for him. And then checking into the hotel was a leap of faith. Uploading this video is a leap of faith because I'm updating everyone on my life, right? So the Divine asked me to take these leaps of faith, and he's basically saying, if you take these leaps of faith, I'm going to meet you halfway, right? But it's still really daunting. So I got on the plane and I literally cried the entire way to Maui. I was watching Breakthrough, which is a tearjerker, where a mother is suffering after her son drowned. And it's a very, very beautiful and inspiring movie, and a lot of it is about the Divine, but it was making me cry, and I was emotionally unstable being on the flight, so I was crying, and I was pretty much able to fool the people around me into thinking that I was crying because of the movie until I started watching Dumbo. Then I think they just realized that I was just crying on my own. I think they wised up to what I was doing. But getting on a plane and going back to Maui was really emotional for me. It was really hard. I really just didn't want to do it. But, I took that leap of faith and I'm following the Divine guidance and basically doing what he's asking me to do. So I land in Maui, I get off the plane, I go to get my car, and I'm sitting there in a parking lot and I'm really tired because I'm operating on 3 hours of sleep. I haven't eaten. I'm just worn out and just emotionally drained. And I sat there and I was like, I need to figure out what to do next. And I was thinking, I know I have a reservation, but I'm really concerned about checking into this hotel. I don't even know how I'm going to check into it. I don't even know how this is possible. I have no idea how this is going to happen. And, I'm just sitting there just kind of freaking out. And I was just trying to figure out, like, is this irresponsible? Is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? I have to trust my intuition, and there's absolutely no room for error here at all whatsoever. So I have to trust my intuition implicitly and trust them and trust the divine guidance that I'm getting. And so I decided to start calling my credit card companies and thinking, all right, is there anything I'm not seeing? Is there anything I don't know? Am I really exploring all the options for checking into this hotel? So I start calling my credit card companies and basically trying to figure out if I have any money left on them, because I have been paying them down. And I think it's important for people to know that my credit score is in the toilet, not because I missed payments. All of my payments have been religiously paid on time. I haven't missed a single payment. I don't have a single late payment. I've made all of my credit card payments on time. The reason my credit score is in the toilet is because I actually charged up my cards. So that's why my score is so low, is because my cards are charged up. But I have been paying them down, so I was hoping I would find some money somewhere, and I did. I found $500 on one of my credit cards. So I was very relieved, because I'm like, I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this to check into the hotel. I'm going to put down a $500 deposit. So then I decided to call the hotel and see if I had any points left. Do I have any points left at all that I can use towards this reservation? And they said, yes, you have one free night. You have points for one free night. And I said, let's do it. So the first night of my reservation and checking into the hotel was free off of points. And then it started charging me the $374 per night. And I had a $500 deposit to put down. So armed with that, I'm like, I'm going to the front desk. I'm checking into this hotel. I'm doing it. I felt like I was in Vegas, where it's like, okay, do you either fold and walk away from the table, or do you just go for it? And that's what I did. I took my $500 on my credit card and my one free night, and I drove to the hotel and I checked in. And as I was walking into the lobby, I asked the divine, I said, you want me to check into this hotel? You love this hotel. You love me at this hotel. You have many different reasons for me staying at this hotel. I trust you. I need you to help me check in. And he did. I checked in. They took my $500 reservation and they said, this will get you through to Monday. Come back down to the front desk on Monday, and then we'll talk about what other, payment you can give us, right? So they were super friendly, super nice about it. That's what I have to do. And today is Sunday. I have to go down to the front desk tomorrow. And I don't know what I'm going to do, but hopefully something else surfaces between now and then, and I can stay in this hotel room. As you can see, I am back in this hotel room successfully. I am up and running, doing sessions from here, both intuitive counseling and Reiki. So if you want to book a session with me, I'm here. I'm actively doing them from Maui, which is a great place to do readings from. Nice high vibe, very spiritual over here. Good place to do readings from. So that's what I did. I was really concerned about, checking into the hotel, but the divine helped me. I could tell he was helping me. I think it's daunting to be here because, like I said, I have $182 in my business and $3.24 in my personal, and this hotel reservation is $10,850, which I don't have. I don't know how I'm going to pay for it, but I'm going to rely on him for that because he's asking me to meet him halfway. So hopefully he's going to step up to the plate and meet me the other halfway and help me, take my hand and help me and guide me forward. That was a relief that I had a place to stay for a couple of nights. That was a pleasant surprise because when I landed, I really had no idea what I was going to do. So I'm really happy that I'm here at this hotel and I can get my bearings. Toonces, my cat, he was boarded for the entire month I was in LA, and like I said, it cost $900 to go pick him up. And I don't have it. It's just not there. And when I was hugging my best friend goodbye on Friday night, she, out of the blue, just offered to pay for Toonces' boarding because she knew he was being boarded. She offered to pay for it. And I felt bad because she had just lost her mom. Her mom just passed. And I was like, no, I'm not going to take your money. No, you're grieving right now. I don't feel right about that. I got it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. And it was just an offer that was just organic. She just offered it out of nowhere. I didn't bring it up or anything. But I turned it down. And my bestie actually called me this morning and asked me how I was doing, and I just burst into tears on the phone with her. I just couldn't hold it back. It just all just came out, just flowed out of me. Just said, I can't pick up Toonces. I don't have $900. I can't pick up Toonces. And she said, you know what? I couldn't have gotten through the past month without you. And I'm actually really happy that I can do something nice for you. And so she gave me the $900 to go get Toonces. It's on its way to my bank account, so I'm gonna go pick up my little baby. I miss him so much. So I'm very, very thankful for her. And when I hung up the phone with her, I heard the divine say, "You're welcome." So God was working through her in that moment because he knew I needed it. So I could tell my best friend was speaking for the light and acting for the light. And usually when I connect with the light, my gut gets warm like a Care Bear. In this case, my gut actually got hot. It felt hot and loving and just a really beautiful energy. So my bestie rocks, and she's my hero. She saved the day. So that was a relief as well. I can go get Toonces. So I wanted to do a diagnostic on my soul because I wanted to let you guys know that I have the support of universal energies in taking these leaps of faith. So obviously at the end of the day, I'm a teacher, and the other side wanted to kind of show you guys what I'm doing. Leaps of faith, getting on the plane, checking into the hotel the divine is completely obsessed with. Picking up Toonces is a leap of faith because of the added pressure and responsibility. Just opening up my calendar and doing readings from here is a leap of faith. Just intuitive counseling and Reiki, doing sessions is a leap of faith because I'm trusting the divine. So they wanted to let you guys know that I have the support of universal energies in taking these leaps of faith, and obviously the support of the divine. Am I aligned with truth? Yes. Sorry, I have so many notes that I have to turn to the side now. Usually my notes fit over there, but I have 10 pages of notes because they want to make sure that I cover all the bullet points that they asked me to cover because they want people to learn from me. They're making an example out of me in my life, so they want people to learn that if you meet the divine halfway, he meets you halfway. Okay, so I am aligned with truth. My home, I live where the divine asked me to live. My life purpose, my personal life, I have healthy relationships. Is my heart open to humanity? Yes. Again, I'm pursuing my life purpose. I'm doing readings, videos, teaching people, etc. Am I expressing love for others? Yes. Am I expressing love for self? Yes. Am I mad at God? No. Do I have faith and trust in the divine? Yes, I'm demonstrating that. Do I have a positive attitude, or am I coming from fear, doubt, pride, ego, greed? I have a positive attitude, and I'm trying to stay having a positive attitude and staying a Pollyanna, but it's actually really, really hard when you're just scared. That fear creeps in and you just have to chase it away. But yes, I am trying to keep a positive attitude. It's just hard because it kind of waxes and wanes, obviously. That's normal. Am I doing what the divine asked me to do? Yes. Am I following my intuition and trusting my own divine guidance? Yes. So that's the diagnostic that I'm doing on these leaps of faith, and the other side wanted you to learn from that I am aligned with truth. I am aligned with the light. So I guess what I'm trying to tell you guys is I'm holding the hand of the divine. So that's why he wants to make an example out of me. She's holding my hand. I'm asking her to do these nutty things. She's struggling. And this is what soul's growth looks like, you guys. This is what soul's growth looks like. Everyone thinks soul's growth is just like serene meditation. It's like soul's growth a lot of time is just challenges, being stressed out, being stretched as a soul, crying. That's soul's growth, pain, overcoming fear. It's hard because when you're sitting there and you're thinking logically, this doesn't make any sense, but this is what the divine is asking me to do. Okay, I'll do it. Because I trust the divine, I trust my intuition, but it doesn't make it any easier. It's still really hard to do. But that's where the divine comes through and just reassures you and says, it's okay, I'm here for you. You're going to be all right. So, like I said, he's making an example out of my life. I thought it was going to be as simple as okay, Christine Pavlina did all this stuff. This is where she's at in life right now. Okay, now, let's talk about the law of attraction and how she's attracting good things to herself. And that's part of it. But there's also a whole nother part where, okay, Christine met me halfway. Now I'm going to meet her halfway, and I want you to watch how I do it. So the divine's going to meet me halfway, and he wants you guys to see how he does it, wants me to see how he does it. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I know I'm a psychic. I don't know what's going to happen. So again, we're going to find out together. But I would be lying if I said this was easy. It's not easy. There's no room for error here, guys. I'm hanging by a thread. There's no room for error here. So this requires a lot of faith and trust in my intuition, in addition to faith and trust in the divine. So, yeah. All I ask is that you guys send positive vibes my way, and please just pray for me. 'Cause it's really important for me to practice what I preach in the Let's All Be Pollyannas video, and practice what I preach in the Trusting God Can Change Your Life video. I definitely practice what I preach. I try to lead by example, so I really hope that my leaps of faith help you guys and provide some sort of inspiration and motivation for you guys in your life. And in the meantime, take care and be well. Thank you.